thing. So I am different. Maybe family is also different. Due to the past or what we've done in the past, that we saw that they used the whatever we said in the media and they went to form a script with it. And we said, anyway, yeah, this one.
Yeah, that I won't disagree with that. Like I won't. That one make a point. That's a very strong point there.
Yeah. So people will say, Bossman, there are some things that is not meant for you. It's meant for the authority.
Yeah, no, but with the Bossman, where the problem comes is like when you say some things are not meant for the public and are meant for authorities. Because people are curious. It's just like you're saying that you know what kills.
Yes. No. I understand that people are curious, Papariano. People also need to understand that there are some people that are actually dying to get this process from Mohbad. Okay? They're praying for it. And there are some people that they are ready to make sure that they destroy everything that you're working for. Do you agree with me?
Sure.
That is exactly what we're talking about. There are some people that go to platform to seek little information from you people, and they quickly go back to destroy the evidence, to destroy every other things. Hold on, Papa.
To destroy the information. Yeah, so guys, let me quickly brief you about what the Bossman just said. I think maybe because maybe his English is too big, sometimes I don't understand. Well, I mean, I think he speaks simple English, but just to use my own voice to repeat what he just said. So according to him, he feels like the reason why some of those informations not need to come out is because I think that for me, I think that's a strong point. I don't know if it makes sense to some of you. Okay, that the reason why most informations are not coming out, why the thing shouldn't be coming out, is because the other group is also working so hard to see that they change that narrative. For example, if spending, if they, that is Bossman, Yekudi and Moses Sako, if they had not exposed to the public that spending was in that car, okay, we wouldn't have heard this much that we heard. In fact, spending might not have come to Corona inquest. The reason why spending came to Corona inquest, like is because there was this particular speculation on spending, that spending will tell us what happened in the bridge. Okay, that spending not too much. Right? So they had to, the other side to have to quickly run to spending to negotiate with spending. That thing that people are saying you want to say, if you try to say it.
Exactly,
just wait, I'm trying to break this down, just wait. Okay. So that thing that you want to go say, if you say it, will destroy your life. We are watching you. If you like, go say it. You have the choice to still say you didn't say it. And if you say you didn't say it, there's nothing they will do. Because the law says until you agree that you says it. That's when it's affected. The people who are also, because me, I just wanted the loan. For spending, for them to be able to send Wunmi or anybody to jail on the account of spending must stay as a witness to nail the person down. Whatever audio anybody has on spending cannot nail anybody down. It's an audio of spending. They will ask, where is the spending itself? The spending who says so. Now this is the spending, and spending is denying that he didn't say so. Right? Okay, even if he says so, then he lied to you, it didn't happen. And he didn't say it under an oath. Spending just spoke on phone. Spending can say, okay, I was stretching, like, I heard it, okay, from somebody, and I think that was what happened. Like, in fact, that didn't happen, like, I lied. Spending said I lied, yes? So Spending cannot lie to his friend. Spending did not lie to the police. Spending didn't tell the police that. He only told you guys something else that he didn't tell the police. So if he comes out and says that I lied to you guys, so who are you that they can't lie to you? So because Spending lied to Moses or lied to the Bossman, that will make him go to jail. Is the Bossman a judge? Spending cannot lie to a judge, cannot lie to the police, because those ones they're gonna hold it against him. But if you say it didn't happen, like it was all lie, I formulated it, what are they gonna do? That evidence is destroyed. It's destroyed because nobody will be the witness. Your only audio is not a witness. Your audio was not there. It was somebody who saying the audio, right? So now I understand also from the side of the Bossman that the other group are also working so hard. And again, I think where it makes sense the most is this, that they didn't come out to expose spending. You know, that time which they did, I mean early last year, there's possibility that spending may not even be called to Corona inquest. Why do I say so? Because spending is not the only one in the car. OG2 was in that car. I did mean OG2 was exposed.
No. OG was not in the car. OG, let them come out and say OG was in the car. OG was not in the car. Let me tell you who was in the car. I will give you the sitting. It was Finaly that gave us the sitting position.
We all heard it, but I was thinking, they said like Darusha and the driver in the front, Prime Boy, Wunmi with a baby, and Mohbad, they were in the center, and then Spending and OG was behind. That's what I heard.
No, there was no OG behind Spending.
Only Spending was
Spending only. Yes.
Okay. But where was OG? OG went to that show too.
OG, they were in another vehicle. OG, Lifestyle, Matura, they were in another vehicle. In fact, let me put it to you today. Lifestyle was there. He saw what happened that very day in the house.
So, okay.
These are the things.
To how many percent would you rate this audio that was
I don't want to talk about the audio thing. I don't want to talk about the police. I beg your pardon.
No. This particular audio that was sent to Bukky Jason, how many percent would you rate?
I said it. I said I gave it 70%.
That sounds more correct.
Bit, yes,
that sounds more correct. Not even 70%. Like it answers a lot of things.
No, because
go on, because
I said to them when I heard it, I said 70%, but OG was not the one, was not the driver. I said OG was not the driver.
Yeah, sure.
Not the driver of Mohbad. So I said, immediately I heard it from Bukky Jason, I told them that exactly. Same narrative, but
let me play less pressure on mind. Just because I did the conversion of the guy. If it's loud enough, tell me if it's loud enough. Is it loud enough? Is it loud enough? Is it loud enough, guys? Is it loud enough, guys, to be sure? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello? It's loud enough? Okay. I already translated this so many times now. Okay, let me first give you guys the English translation of it. Okay, then I can play it in Yoruba. So this was one of the guy that, this guy explained exactly the way things were. He said that one, they don't live 15 in that house. And that, I think this guy made clarity for me. Like that they do come to that house whenever there is a show with Mohbad. Because when they go to the show, Mohbad do give them money in their pocket, whether they dance or not, whether they sing or not, that they just come around whenever Mohbad is going to have a show. So they come around and they will be merged in the house, and that makes sense, right? And then this guy said this was faithful day. He went to the show with them as one of the people. He was in the other car, in the other Prado Jeep. So they go to the show, and their own Prado Jeep was behind. That of Mohbad was in the middle, ahead of their own, right? In departure mode. So the show ended, right? And then so Bukky asked the guy, like, what happened? Was there a fight in the show? The guy said, no, there was no real fight, but there was just like a little basic argument between Mohbad and his friend. And so that they came home. When they got home, they all went. When they got home, that they were dropped by the Prado Jeep, which answers another question that I've been worried about. That when they were dropped in the gate, the Prado Jeep left. So don't forget, Mohbad left first. They were behind Mohbad. Mohbad was supposed to arrive first, or they arrived together, but their own Prado Jeep arrived first. Alright, so that should tell a lot that maybe something happened to Mohbad car. Maybe there was an odor. Mohbad was having issues on the way, whereby Mohbad car stopped and the other Prado Jeep overtook them because they already know where they were going. So that answered the second question, where Spending said when they came home they met some people. So it means these guys who were in the first Prado Jeep, they were already home waiting, because according to them, don't forget, if Darusha, Wunmi, Mohbad, Prime Boy, if they are in a particular car, I think they are the one who should have the key to the house. That's actually Wunmi and Mohbad. So because they were not there, those ones were outside waiting. So when the car of Mohbad came, which Spending was into, then Spending met some people in the gate at home. So this particular narrative of whatever, it helped me clear that place, because I was wondering, when Spending said they met people at home, who did you guys mean? Is it a killer? What is the nature of these people? But from this clip, I think that makes some sense, if that's correct. So that met some people. Let me translate it. I'm translating, then I'll play, then you will now address it. You will address it, don't worry, there's time for it. I'm just giving the English version of it. So Mohbad came, and then Mohbad and Wunmi went upstairs. According to this guy, I'm narrating, I'm giving translation. So they went upstairs, and when they got inside, the guy was in the salon, the parlor, with some of those guys. Why OG went up, Mohbad went up, and according to the guy, which answers the second question for me again, that Darusha came, but Darusha left that night. Okay, Darusha came. This guy answered that. I was thinking Darusha was in the assault room. With this guy, he claimed Darusha left that night again. Okay, maybe Darusha and one other person left that night. So for me, that answers the second question again, which like I think is smooth enough. That corroborates Darusha stories, right? Story, right? And then now, moving forward, this guy said that he had relaxed a little bit. He was in the salon in the parlor. So then later on, a little bit, some while later or some moment later, they heard a noise from upstairs where Wunmi was telling Mohbad, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. In such a way like something scary happened to Mohbad. Don't forget that the driver had earlier advised Mohbad and Wunmi that they shouldn't fight, because the driver said the things that happened on the way, like it could have led to fighting. Okay, that's why for driver to interfere into a couple's, like conversation or whatever, to interfere and even be advising them not to fight is because something terrible that could have even led to fight happened. People don't just intervene and then tell couples not to fight. Something was already yielding or leading to fighting. So now, according to this guy narratives, when they were upstairs, Wunmi was telling about stand up. That is like a moment later, like maybe like an hour or 2 hours ago, something like that, So Wunmi was telling about stand up, like they were hearing this thing up. But according to him, because usually when they come to Mohbad house, there's always chaos, like a kind of disagreement, Wunmi, Mohbad. So the guy felt like, same thing again. Now they are tired, so he kept sleeping. Okay, he kept doing what he's doing. So, and he said OG, the photographer, was upstairs. He witnessed all of this things. In fact, that OG even recorded the argument between Mohbad and Wunmi in the car when they were going to the show. Like there was argument. So OG had it on the record, all of those things, and even what happened there that night. That Sunday night when they came back, or that Monday early morning. So he said that OG has a record of it, which he was going to release if they were able to get into South Africa, the next African country. So that's basically what happened. And the guy claimed that every one of the people in that house have 1 or 2 videos. Okay, that they also heard about the Damola and the Yomi Fabiyi case. Also, they also heard about it and they see what was ensuing. Don't forget, like this guy's narrative, for me, it also corroborated the driver, right? It also gave clarity to what the driver had said, because this guy claimed that after some hours, they were in the salon, they heard noise up where we was telling Mohbad, stand up, so Mohbad might have collapsed, which also corroborate what they told the doctor. Doctor said when they brought Mohbad this house, he just collapsed, right? So there was Mohbad might have collapsed for them to be telling him stand up, in such a scary way. So the driver said, right, that when he was in his own car, when after he has dropped them there, they went upstairs, so he was already relaxing in his car. In fact, the glass of the car was broken, so he had to wait there till morning, where they fix it, and then he can leave. So while he was sleeping in his car, some hours later, that they came around 1, so it corroborates what that guy said. The driver said some hours later, okay, about around 3 a.m., right? So he heard a noise in his car. And let me suppose to opportunity to clear that, right? The driver never said Baba fans, Baba gullible fans, and gullible people who are looking for justice from Mohbad, who are wasting themselves. Comfy, York Daddy, buy your Gurexi, Buki Jesse, you guys should open your sticky ear and understand. Hear me? Plus Baba Mohbad, Eshiti, I know how to speak to people. People who don't like to understand. They have their brain, but they don't use it. Use your ear. And that's why I have to disrespect you guys, to teach you guys, because you guys don't learn. No matter how people tell you things respectfully, you always like to do something nasty, probably because you are making money out of you destroying justice and going this different direction. It's not going to work with me. I am still here. And I stay here till we get over this case. Let me make that clear. No intimidation, no sort, no time, no day. What that driver said, and which he has always been saying, he said it in the inquest, he said it to Arifa, and he has always been saying, the driver said, and people misunderstood him. If I knock, let me say you are sleeping, and I knock the door of your glass, is that not a noise? The driver did not say he heard a noise from upstairs. He didn't say so. Because they were saying that when the driver came to Alifa, the driver changed. The driver never changed. The driver said he heard a noise, that is, he heard a knock on his door. Alright? And when he opened it, they said, Mohbad. happened to Mohbad around that time. So this guy could not be lying and the driver could be lying. Right? When they were coming from the show, why didn't they stop Mohbad? The same people who came to knock the door of the driver, they were with Mohbad in the car, right? Why didn't they stop Mohbad in the pharmacy? If Mohbad needed pharmacy, it means Mohbad didn't need pharmacy until 3 a.m. in the morning. So 1 a.m. Mohbad could have been okay, 2 a.m. Mohbad could have been okay. And also, if you look at the Soso Berekon said that by 1 a.m. he called Mohbad. Mohbad said he has got home. They spoke. Soso Berekon said so in his video. It's on Instagram. He said he spoke to Mohbad that night 1 a.m. to confirm that Mohbad has got home, has reached home. He said so. And I think that makes sense. Most promoters, they want to confirm, hey, what's up, bro? Like, did you arrive? Have you got home? The man said that happened. That Mohbad confirmed. So it means Mohbad was alive until 3 a.m. If we should go by that, if I should analyze by that. And that's why we didn't see Mohbad activity on Monday, throughout Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Alright? It means something like happened, which they are covering. So the driver said they knock on his door and they were saying, Mohbad, you know, that they want to go to the pharmacy. You should come to him to the pharmacy. And this man said he doesn't have fuel in his car, which doesn't make sense to me again. You know? Well, what if Mohbad invited you in the first place, right? And there should be fuel in your car. And there was fuel in that car. It was the fuel in that car you used to drive that car away. What is fuel that they cannot provide to the car? So the whole story from there, like, looks like some cover up. But the guy established that something happened to Mohbad around that time, which they had to, you know, he didn't take them away. He said they went to use Mohbad car and like they tried to start the car, decide the car, then the car took them, they went. And for me, I was even questioning the driver, if you said that your car was in front of Mohbad gate, so at what point did you reverse for them to bring out their own car? And then at what point did you come back? But anyway, a lot of this is not so clear there. I don't think that those guys were really grilled very well. So just Mohbad, there's no real interest, you know, to know what killed Mohbad on the side of those who have the resources. Who are those who have the resources? Almost 100 million plus was contributed to Mohbad's father. Lawyer failed. Doctor, pathology, they failed. Till today, this stupid Joseph Aloba cannot tell us where toxicology was done. He felt like deceiving public and eating public money is a very nice thing to do. Okay? But I know public will always hold this against him. They will defame him forever unless he doesn't plan to come out and make it in the public. This one that he has gotten from the public, I hope he escapes with it. Alright? But if you are still in this public will hold you on that. Public will ever hold you on that. Don't let just from about finish. Alright? So people that we saw, people who resources was given, give me 100 billion plus. Then you have the right to ask me what have I done. The person we all give our money, we shouldn't drag ourselves. We all should be dragging Joseph Aloba. Money was given to you. You could get 2-3 pathologists. You could get 2-3-4-5 lawyers. In fact, upon the money given to you, people recommended to give you lawyers for free of charge. You rejected everything because you wanted a different justice. Alright? So basically, this is what happened in this audio I'm about to play. So I'm going to play it and I'm going to let the Bossman talk about it in his own views. So let me play the guy. Everybody listen to it in Yoruba and then he can also address it.
Hello, Ekaro. Plan everything. But mo ṣá tún bá sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ àná ní understand kan tó náà tún wá sọ because owó ẹ̀gbọ̀ngàn làwọn fídíò ẹ̀ wà gbogbo bá ṣe dénú lé lálẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn tó fi dípá wípé ẹ̀ ń jà ní yàrá tí Wunmi ṣá ń pariwo dìde kò tẹ̀ wáyé wá ń táìmì ẹ̀ bọ̀ gbogbo ló wà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà tí fídíò ẹ̀ dẹ̀ àti ọdún méjèèjì ló wà lórí fóònù ẹ̀ èmi ló ti ṣàlàyé fún pé èmi máa kúrò Naija last week yẹn o because ó fẹ́ mú ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ sí Ẹ̀gbá lọ́dọ̀ àwọn parent ẹ̀ báyìí gbogbo aláwa lé àwọn méjì nìkan tó ń sìn bẹ́ẹ̀ òun náà ni Darusha òrọ́jọ́ ẹ̀ ló ń kúrò nílé bá ṣe ń dínkù tẹ́ bá wọlé gan Darusha lọlé prime boy ìyẹn kò bá délé rárá tiẹ̀ so ìsàlẹ̀ tí àwa sùn sí pẹ̀lú àdúrà everybody èmi gbọ́ ariwo but normal everybody náà ṣe mọ̀ pé ó normal because wọ́n jẹ́ kò sígbà tọ́kì ní show few times tí mi bá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ most times tí mi bá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ time tí show bá wà because ó máa fún everybody lówó tí gbogbo àbá ti wà ní show yẹn everybody àtẹ̀yẹ tó ti ṣe anything everybody máa gbowó so gbọ́dọ̀ àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ so ọjọ́ ẹ bá ṣe dé ẹmu ti rẹ everybody minute everybody sùn owó jì yẹn kò ń sùn tiẹ̀ because ó máa ń smoke so bóyá àbí tó ti ń fa igbó ló ti gbọ́ gbogbo ariwo ẹ̀ ṣá tó ń ti lọ síbẹ̀ almost everybody tó wà tó máa ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlágbé mi ò ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ steady báyẹn almost everybody tó máa ń gbé nínú ilé yẹn lọ ní one or two ní orí phone the same thing tí àwọn àdúrà àti dàmọ́lá yẹn náà gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́la gbọ́ sí so gbogbo nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ kí ẹrù máa bá ojì náà nìyẹn tó fi ní àṣọmọ àgbọ̀d mo ṣàwọn abẹ́ṣà ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì èmi ò fojú kan tèmi fi kúrò ń bẹ́ o èmi ò fojú kan rárá because èmi náà ní àwọn nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ lọ ṣe mo dẹ̀ kúrò ń bẹ́ ní àárọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn àfìgbà tí àdèmá gbọ́ orí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì mi gan ti rí kíní ìgbà tí màá rẹ̀ gbé oúnjẹ ó dẹ̀ ní pé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní ẹgbẹ́ àwọn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó tó ti gbé mi lọ́dẹ̀ tí wàá padà wá síbi bẹ́ẹ̀.
ó ti bàbá tó máa ń ṣeré yẹn tó máa ń ṣe ẹ̀sìn ọ̀sán tó máa ń ṣe kọ́ńtẹ́ǹtì yìí ṣé ó ti bàbá yẹn náà ní à ń sọ yìí.
Hello ma Oji òun ni driver Mohbad ọ̀rẹ́ dẹ̀ tún ni wọ́n máa ń pè ní Oji torí pé òun ju gbogbo wa lọ but òun ni driver ẹ̀ tó gbé lọ sí Kòròdú òun náà ló máa ń gbé kiri like driver ẹ̀ tó really trust so ojú àná reason ẹ̀ everybody fi máa ń pè ní Oji ma so gbogbo ìgbà tó fi lọ sí pàtí yẹn tó fi ń bọ̀ tí tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní issue yẹn gbogbo ìgbà yẹn lòun ṣáà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní record gbogbo recording tó ní tó fi kúrò láti show yẹn gbogbo ìjà àti agreement yẹn àti tó ní sínú ilé yẹn gbogbo yẹn ní èmi àti ẹgbà táwájọ wà ló wá ṣe wà gbẹmí débi ẹ tó yẹ pé everything wà ní mo ṣe wà rí lórí fóònù all those things ìdẹ́ni tó bá lè sọ̀rọ̀ kó sọ̀rọ̀ ọdẹ ló lè sọ̀rọ̀ as long as ó ní security tó ní tó wà around ẹ pé tó bá dé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní information yẹn ti jáde àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sóhun èmi dé understand ẹ̀rù tó ń bá òun náà lọ síwájú èmi náà ni èmi náà ṣe máa feel nìyẹn.
ṣé olùkọ́ àti kíkọ́ ní àkókò wà pẹ̀lú number one question number two question ibo ló fẹ́ lọ ó fẹ́ lọ ní ó fẹ́ lọ sí South Africa èyí ló máa pọ̀ sí èyí ló máa pọ̀ sí ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ ṣé mo ti sọ yìí ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ mi náà understand then ṣé olùkọ́ àti kíkọ́ àkókò wà pẹ̀lú Mohbad jẹ́ kí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀sọ́ tuntun fún mi láàrin mi àti ṣé ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Kòròdú ìwọ́n tó lè wọ́n bá mi ẹ mọ̀ pé mi máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ sọ fún mi ìsọ̀rọ̀ máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mi kò sí pé máa ní ẹ̀sọ́ bá àbẹ̀mí kan kò yìí ṣé ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Kòròdú àbọ̀ tó fi ẹ̀kọ́ ra obìnrin South Africa tó fẹ́ lọ yìí ẹ̀ ló máa pọ̀ sí kí ló fún máa ń kàrà sí pé tàbí sí pé lọ bẹ̀ ó máa fún wa fídíò báwo la ṣe dá sí àti àkọlé fún àti ìṣẹ́jú owó sí ó wá ní fídíò tí á àbí fídíò tí sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀sán fún ọ̀gbìn ọ̀tá sí sọ pé bí mo fẹ́ mọ̀.
Hello ma òun gangan ni driver ẹ̀ tó máa ń gbé lọ sí anywhere tó bá fẹ́ lọ òun ló gbé lọ sí Kòròdú tí ìjà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níwájú ọ̀nà àtẹ̀yàn ìyẹn because mọ́tò tó wà wájú làwọn wà mọ́tò tí wọ́n àárín ló wà so pé ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ ìjà ẹgbẹ́ kò ń ṣe jà bí argument ni bó ṣe sọ ẹgbẹ́ di big deal because prime boy kò lè parọ́ fún anybody tó wáyé pọ́n rí lè jà ok prime boy àti mú ọ̀nà close jù ní pé ọ̀rẹ́ tó ti mọ́ra wọn tipẹ́tipẹ́ so ìjà ẹ kò ń ṣe ìjà lọ títí tó wáyé pé jà ni ìṣe wọ́n máa pè wá gan táwọn kan máa dúró tá máa bọ́lẹ̀ tá máa là wọn because mọ́tò já tí ń sì gan àwọn èèyàn kò ní fẹ́ kó dúró síbẹ̀ yẹn pé jù so ti jà ẹ ń ṣe big deal bó ó jí confirm ẹ̀ pé gbogbo bó ṣe ń jà ní mọ́tò Wunmi gangan ni Cynthia ó kọ́kọ́ ní wọn àti mọ́jọ ní ṣùjù so bó ṣe jà láti tí gbogbo kíní ẹ̀yìn ṣẹlẹ̀ owó àti kúrò ń bẹ̀ ọ̀gbọ́n tó promise àdúrà nìkan ló mọ̀ but ó jìyà gbogbo nǹkan tó ní lọ́wọ́ ló rẹ́dí láti send but safety tiẹ̀ gbọ̀ngàn ló mọ̀ ló wà after ó ti gba visa sọ̀wọ́ already because cable visa ni wọ́n lò kò dẹ̀ pé expire so òun náà mo sọ fún wọn láàárọ̀ yìí pé bóyá kò gbọ́ kó báyìí sọ̀rọ̀ fún ara ẹ̀ because àti wà ní nídùúgbà mi kò easy ó dẹ̀ ní rárá o kò tẹ̀lé risk ẹni ti Nàìjíríà because òun náà ló trust bá ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo kíní online kò tẹ̀lé risk life of Nigeria only because àwọn especially recording nù ti mọ́tò yẹn ó ní tó bá ẹsẹ̀ immediately gan ó ní kò possible kì í sí tí a máa mọ̀ àbáwọn tó bá gbọ́ kó máa mọ̀ pé bóyá látọ̀dọ̀ òun ni ó ní bọ̀ tó máa wo tó wọ́n bá sí around ìṣèṣin ìjọba tó bá pè wọn àbí tó bá message wọn máa sọ fún wọn pé irú level nìyẹn báwo ló ṣe máa bí òun pé ṣé òun lòun ṣe irú nǹkan báyìí because àwọn márùn-ún ló láwọn wà ní mọ́tò so anybody ni ó lè record or kó jẹ́ gbọ́wọ́ anybody ni recording ti lè jáde.
This guy confirmed there were 5 in the car. 2, 3. OG was in that car. I mean, no. Okay, 6. There were 6, right? 2, 3.
Papariano.
Then 6. Okay.
Rosha, the driver.
These are little discrepancies. Anyway, let's move on. Let's not stop here. You guys listen to this.
Because ticket kan sìn òun ó fẹ́ wá dúró ni àwọn àdọ́dẹ̀ náà máa lọ pàdé ẹ̀ tó bá dé ọ̀dọ̀ wa náà ló máa dé sí torí ẹ̀ lèmi náà ṣe ṣáájú èdè sí báyìí so tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀ ìyẹn máa kọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ bá bí $1 million owó nǹkan tó ṣáà ní ìṣá gbogbo àfihàn àtẹ̀yẹ sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ àná àtàárọ̀ ṣáà ló ní ju $1.5 million because tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ó máa ra return no everything tó gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ ní ẹ̀wọ̀n.
What happened? Because this is the second time we are hearing that OG was in that car recording the argument that Mohbad and Wunmi were arguing in the car when they were going to the show and when they came back.
Well, according to what we know.
Oh wait, let's finish. Let's just try to finish it. It's just me. The way this guy is just speaking for the other one, like you have not even gone to confirm, you just reply on behalf of him that he said no. This guy is behaving like a scammer. But anyway, let me play us this part first. 1 minute.
Now you know, almost you know,
I want to get police arrangement. I want to know that police will cover up.
With the assurance that members of the public will be kept abreast of investigation and as solved the disease in his lifetime. It also as at today, Darusha, deceased personal assistant.
Okay. Now,
Mr. Ajishegi,
you want to look at
deceased
the
Honorable Idris, that the deceased hired to attend the concert in Ikorodu on 10 September 23, and in an attempt to punch Ibrahim during.
Okay, let's move on. It is the other one. I will find it. Like when the police give us those that sat in Mohbad, the police didn't mention spending. Maybe the police don't play part of the game. They also played in the game. I don't know. So go on the Bossman. That's it. Let's address the first one.
That very day when I see, I will say because I'm having issue with Bookie Jesse.
Your voice is very low. Can you speak up a little bit?
I know what is wrong.
We are struggling to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go on.
So I want to say that because I'm having issue with Bookie Jesse, that I'll allow my partner Bandata for me to be discrediting this audio. All right. I do not know the person that was speaking there. I don't know, maybe because of maybe they've heard me, my narratives on Joking platform. I don't know. I don't know who was speaking though. But what that guy was saying in that audio is exactly what we know, and we've been, I've said it before. If you heard me talk about it before on Joking, I don't know. I guess I said it before on somewhere another platform. Exactly what we think happened to Mohbad in the house. I think I would say that what this guy said is 80% correct. But where is missing is that saying OG was in the car. I didn't have that. I don't think we were aware that OG was in the car. And according to what we know, OG was never Mohbad's driver. OG was Mohbad's photographer. And what we know is that Spenny was the only one sitting in the back seat. And then, which he has also confirmed in the CCC that he was sitting in the back seat, was alone in the back seat. When he was on Bookie Jesse went. And they also wanted to they want to put me into dragging Bookie Jesse when Prime Boy came to, he appeared there, and he also affirmed that Spenny told him the same thing he told us. He also said there when they were questioning, I guess that was the best caller was questioning him. He also said that he was the only one in the car. He described when the vehicle was smashed. All right, and that is it. So now, regarding to this guy, I don't know. The guy did not mention his name, so we don't know who was speaking. But one thing I know is that OG was Mohbad's photographer, and the OG was not the one who drove that vehicle. Who drove Mohbad back home? I can stand to tell you that OG was not the one that drove Mohbad to the show, or especially, I don't care about who drove Mohbad to the show, but he's not the one that drove Mohbad back from the show. The person that drove Mohbad from the show was the man that came to the inquest. That driver that came to the inquest is the one who drove Mohbad back home. Was there any fight in the house? Yes. How did Mohbad collapse? Which I said. I was not sure if Mohbad died instantly, but Mohbad collapsed according to Splendid. Mohbad had a fight with his girl. Mohbad had a fight with his girl in the house, and they were having a misunderstanding. When they got home, the fight continued. And according to what we know, that the fight actually continued in Mohbad's bedroom. When we went to go and meet Mohbad in the bedroom, they had a fight. They were hearing the noise. Those in the house there were hearing the noise. They were downstairs. Benny was part of those people.